Hi everyone, my name is Brendan Bartik with Brendan Bartik Real Estate Coaching, where our mission is to train the most elite real estate agents and coaches on earth. Today I'm going to be taking you through a very important subject, which is the virtual listing presentation. So I'm going to be taking you through a few steps that are going to make sure that you can not only survive when there's a crisis like we're dealing with right now, the corona crisis, or some sort of type of situation where you can't physically get in front of the seller, right? So we have to do things virtually, and I'm going to take you through some really great tips, some secrets that we've utilized, and then again, if you hit the subscribe button below, you can subscribe to all of this entire series so you can learn everything to make sure that you can thrive during these types of situations. So let's jump off with a couple of things. The first thing is, this all comes down to mindset. Right? When something happens and goes wrong, people all start to decide very quickly that they're just going to give up, right? Well, hey, we can't do anything, so I'm not going to list any houses. It's not worth the risk or the struggle or any of this. That's not the right mindset. What I always say is there's a way to get anything done. We just have to figure out how to do it, which means we're going to have to learn. We're going to have to learn some new techniques. So with one of those techniques, what I want to talk about in this session is the tools you're going to need to work in this environment. So let's start there. So first of all, the most important tool that you're going to need is you're going to need a Zoom type video conferencing technology. So whether it's Zoom, GoToMeeting, you're going to need to be able to get visually in front of clients via technology so you can do this presentation. Number two, you're going to need to have a web camera, right? Or at least at the very minimum, a camera on your laptop or on your desktop. I prefer a separate web camera because it's a higher quality visual with better sound. And again, you can pick one of these up for anywhere from $30 well into $250. And again, they all have different features and benefits, but you really want to have a dedicated web camera. Now, the other important part with the web camera is you want to be interacting directly with the camera, which feels a little bit weird because you can't really look at yourself, you can't see the person. But if you're looking at a screen, like if I'm looking over here at one of my monitor screens and I'm not looking dead into the camera, that's a problem, right? That is a big problem. So you want to make a connection with the client, so you're going to need a decent camera or a good camera depending upon how high you want to take the quality, right? So the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need to be able to understand how to use either a PowerPoint presentation, a very simple PDF presentation, and then you're going to want to be able to make sure that you can get practice toggling between these two things on your computer. So when you have the seller on the phone, you can take them through a very sophisticated presentation so they'll be impressed with you and obviously want to earn their business and have them work with you, right? So you're going to want to get some of these tools that you can get refined. Also, you're going to want to have sample marketing. So a video link, if you've done virtual tours or Matterports or any type of visual, we prefer Matterport. It seems to be the most effective right now, right? So you want to have a visual sample of what you've done in the past. If not, and you don't have one, you can go to the actual photography website and borrow one of theirs and use that as your sample for what you're going to do for your client's home to explain to them, okay? So again, anytime you don't have anything, use a sample to get past any of those objections, right? So then you're going to have maybe some sample marketing as far as sample brochures or postcards. If you do just listed cards, you could have a PDF of what your just listed card looks like. So that way they can see the kind of marketing that you're going to be doing. And then last and probably one of the most important things is a really strong draft email that explains all of the instructions for what you're going to need them to do prior to you having that listing presentation Zoom conference call either later that day, the next day, or whatever time it is. So those are some of the main tools you're going to need. Again, make sure you practice with them. I recommend that you do at least 3 or 4 presentations with a family member, a husband, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever it is. Practice with them remotely so you can actually make sure it works, get comfortable with doing it, so when you get on there live, you look very professional and intelligent. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Again, I teach an entire webinar, a full-length webinar, in this entire process where we do a live role play from step to step, or step by step. So if you have any interest in that, follow us on Facebook. We teach it almost every 2 or 3 weeks, so you can get a real grip on that. And again, hit subscribe if you would, if you'd like to see more videos. And as always, I wish you great success.